No gas, no go in the car. Same thing. So, same thing. So, yeah, this little button right here is a door switch. I explained how the burner, and I call it the dirty burner switch, just so you guys can remember it. That's the way I refer to it. I call it a dirty burner switch. When this flame right here comes up through the center, it has a certain air pattern around here. It's tight. If this burner part in the bottom, which you can see air, you can see light through, our design, we have the largest square inches of free air space. If you look at other manufacturers, they have a little square plate on the bottom there, which is gonna get dirty faster. That big one or that little square one?
The filter.
I've seen the little filters on other people's, it's still a hassle. And everybody's get dirty. Sir, you look like you can answer a question for me. I've been trying to find out if anybody can tell me why everybody wants to put the kitty litter box and the dog box next to the water heater.
Or the laundry room.
Why?
Because it's out
You've
of the
never
way,
seen
that's
that?
a dead space.
Huh?
Because it's out of the way of the main house.
You never seen that?
Yeah.
You all seen that, right? You go in and the kitty litter box and the dog box. I bet you seen this too. Somebody's got the little white basket that's supposed to have water in it, and the dryer lint's coming all out, and it's in the room. Not a bit's going outside, not a bit's going in the container. All that gets sucked up into this because this needs air for combustion. So what happens when the bottom of this gets dirty, your flame starts to waffle. When your flame starts to waffle and run on the outer side, it heats up the side of this right here, so you understand how it operates. When it does that, it clicks that switch. So if you go to a job, 90% of the time, 90, not 100, 90% of the time, if you push this switch and you hear it click and you're able to light the pilot, the burner area is dirty. Now, how do we clean it? Here's how I clean it. I use a nitrogen tank. I have a hose with nitrogen. I'm HVAC. Just get more pressure, more power. First thing you do, take the 4 screws off, turn your head when you stick the hose in there, and blow down. Because almost said that dirty word. All the shit just blows up in your face and in there. You know, I know you guys, there ain't no girls in here, I can talk like that. One of you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so blow up, blow down first, because you don't want to embed anything that's down underneath under the bottom. So you let your air go down through it first. It's gonna come out through the ports around here. Once that happens, then you blow around the side, cleaning the rest of the stuff out. Are you recording me?
Maybe a little.
Okay, that's right. So
Yeah,
you
YouTube video.
blow the stuff out around the sides, put the door back on, hit your switch, and then check to see how your heater runs. Look at your flame. Visual inspection will give you a lot of information. You know, if you look and see a nice blue flame, you should.
Yeah.
If you see an orange flame, you shouldn't see that. Something's not right. And if you see an orange flame, usually that's incomplete combustion. One of the things you want to double check is if you've seen an orange flame, pull the burner and see if there's any soot. You should never see any soot. And I say never, propane and natural gas. Propane will soot up on you quick, but natural gas does not soot up unless there's no combustion there. So saying that, we reset the switch, everything's up and running. So pull your papers out. There's a paper, you see what you have in the paper. You didn't get one?
No, sir.
This blue piece says atmospheric vent. Pull that blue section out, atmospheric vent. And then this one right here. We still haven't, well, we're just getting started, guys. We still haven't even got to, but I wanted to pull, there's a blue sheet that gives you some, the blue sheet says atmospheric vent like he has right there. And then that one. You didn't get any either?
No, sir.
They figured you didn't need one. Man, boy, oh boy. I can teach you without.
Yeah, I don't have the atmospheric vent.
This
one, the first page. I don't have it.
There's 2 blue. Sorry about that.
Oh man, my bro.
You should have 2 blue sheets.
I don't have any more? I have the one. Where's the paperwork?
Well, see that gentleman back there, Mr. Bill?
Hi, Mr. Bill.
Am I the only one who has a green one? Does this mean they owe me a page?
Yeah, I'm here. You okay?
Oh, you got the green paper, so they owe you a page?
Oh, no, he got
Did
the
you get an
golden
extra
ticket.
sheet?
Okay, so we're looking
That's not right.
at the back of it.
I have so what's a propane water heater?
Condemn it.
I did. I called you. I called you. And John, I'm like, dude, I got a freaking propane water heater sitting up for me. The guy just changed his regulator, and it was blowing like 15 inches of water power.
Hey, let's cover it too. So,
Yeah. I tried to I couldn't throttle down on it. I got this little adapter so I can have check the one we have.
so, does everybody have the one that says atmospheric vent?
I don't have the atmosphere though.
It's the first
Okay.
page. It was the one that was sitting on top.
Whose is that right there? Whose paper is that?
I
Where
don't
is
know.
that?
I was looking at the.
You screw everything up.
No.
Okay.
Oh, I got one now.
Okay, you stole.
That's for me, you got extra?
Okay, give me the rest of the file.
Hey, where they gonna make copies?
Yeah. Here, you can hold it. The only thing you're missing is the one that says atmospheric vent that they're working on right
He's
now.
gonna make copies.
Okay, now, on that list
there.
that you see, on that list, it's the same list as here. What I do, and what I would do if I were you guys, I actually don't need it because I've been doing it so long, but I try to tell guys that I ride along with and work with, I give them that. Put it in a sleeve. Staples make these little these sleeves, you can, clear sleeve, you slide it in. So if you spill coffee or it gets wet, it's still, you can read what's on it. This right here will get you out of trouble in most cases. When I say out of trouble, first of all, if you go through that whole list and you don't find the solution to the problem, you can call tech support. On that piece of paper at the bottom is the 1-800 number to tech support. Tech support is open 24/7, 365 days at Bradford White. All you need to know when you call tech support is the model number and the serial number. Now, I'll say this in joking, but please make sure that the water heater is a Bradford White water heater. I'm there quite frequently. The factory's in Michigan, and tech support, I'm there, and people, I'll be, just for whatever, I mess on the phones and I'll answer questions, and the people will call and they'll give you the model number, and we'll say, well, that's not one of our water heaters. Well, we'd be glad to try and help you out.
Yeah.
So make sure when you call, you give them you know it's a Bradford White water heater, model number and serial number. Now, the next thing you want to do is, if you're at the job, have any tools and things set up. So guys will stay on the phone with you. They'll stay on the phone with you 20 minutes, 30 minutes if they need to try and help you solve the problem. We don't want you to be a parts changer. We want to help you identify what is the defective part, or sometimes it's not a part that's the problem. It's environmental or a condition that's the problem. Okay? So we'll move forward on that. On this pilot and with this light, we talked about this door switch blinking or tripping. If this door switch trips, there's no red light. The reason why there's no red light, that door switch is in the pilot circuit. Boom, it kills the pilot when the door switch opens. What drives this door switch off the pilot? This thermopile right here, this piece in the center, that's a thermopile. Anybody know how many millivolts this thermopile carries?
Up to 650.
Up to 650. Why do you say 650? You said it with such authority, up to 650. How you know that?
From experience?
From experience. Okay, there's a piece of paper right there, the one you had with the
850.
no, but you were good.
Yeah.
You were good. Now, it says probably on your sheet 400
Yeah.
to
350 to 850.
350. Don't even go there. If you don't see at least 400, change it. Because when you start to get below 400, you're in trouble range.
Yeah.
Because all you need is a little draft or anything to pull that signal off the thermopile, and it's going to drop out the circuit.
During pilot, usually from 300 to 450.
On standing pilot, just normal operation without the burner running, you should still see about 500 to 600.
500, yeah.
This one right here, if we hook this up, nobody has their meter in here today. I've had guys brought their meters in. I didn't tell anybody this morning about grabbing the meter, but I'll try to show you guys a test on doing the
Yeah, because
check meter.
I want to say like around 300 is when the LED comes on. It proves the LED. Like
Right,
around, you put
right.
the probes on. I put my probes on right here. You know what I mean? While I'm still in the
Gas valve.
On the gas, well, the terminal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, he's been doing something that I'm teaching you already. I don't know.
Listen to the 650 guy.
I don't know. Learn from the 650 guy. Okay. Now, so what I do, which you've been doing, which is really good, is the doors here, the little doors on this. A lot of people don't know these doors open. When you open these doors, you stick your probes right in there. While the heat, so if the pile's lit and everything's running, you just take your probes and insert your probes right, one on one side and one on the other side, and see what you get.
It's a classic.
That's a classic.
You don't have meter.
No, this is an amp probe. You don't have an amp probe like this?
Not since school.
Not in school. What do you
An
use?
analog?
This is a fail piece.
Yeah, you still got that fill piece with the attachment?
Nah, this is digital.
Air probe on it?
This is
No, I got a new one.
You got the one with the knob on it? The one-
Yeah, but the amp probe part stays on. It's not
Yeah.
detachable.
Yeah, you thought this was an old school amp probe. It's not an old school amp probe.
That's new.
It's got two screens, first of all.
Nice.
It'll do. It'll do.
Picture